Oh, this is a cool shot. I have you on like the right third. My reflection through the like window over here is just about on the left third. Look at this. So I got a shot here. I'm waving in front of the camera, and I see Aku like doing this side in there too. That's awesome. Hello internet, I am Nihill from I am Nihill. Tonight I'm gonna do a how-to cooking video for you guys tonight. I'm gonna make one of my favorite dishes from the United States. But first, we have to go get some ingredients from the store. So let's go, vamos. Alright, so we need the following items to make this dinner here. Mustard, ketchup, we're also gonna need some ground beef. Alright, I also bought some potatoes, some garlic, an onion, a red bell pepper, and I also bought a loaf of bread. I also need some Worcestershire sauce. Alright, so for tonight, I'm gonna be making you guys some Sloppy Joes. It's basically like a hamburger deconstructed. So let's get started. Now the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make some French fries to go with the Sloppy Joes. So I have to start those first because the French fries take a little longer to cook. Alright, so the first thing I'm gonna do is cut the potato and the French fries. I'll cut it once a long way. Cut this. You wanna try to make them all about the same size and then come this way. Alright, so once you have your French fries all cut up, you're gonna drill some olive oil on top. Then you add a bunch of salt, some fresh ground black pepper. You're gonna mix those all up so that's evenly coated with salt and pepper. I'm gonna put in the oven. Alright, now I'm gonna make the mixture for the Sloppy Joe mix here. First thing you're gonna do, chop up some garlic, onion, and red bell pepper. Dice up my half onion. You're then going to want to throw all your onions and pepper and garlic to a pan with some oil. You want to stir that up. So I'm stirring that. Basically, we want to saute these until the onions start turning some translucent, and then we're going to add our beef. So the mixture, we're going to cook that until all the ground beef is cooked. It's always important to remember when you're cooking, always add salt and pepper. If you don't add salt and pepper, everything will taste bland. So now that the onions are starting to turn a little translucent, it's time to add my ground beef here. Dude! So now that you have your beef, your onions, and peppers, and garlic here, you can take your wooden spatula and just break up all your ground beef here. Mix that all in. You just cook that. So all the ground beef is cooked. Now that the ground beef is cooked all the way, I get to do the best part of making Sloppy Joes. I get to add all the condiments now. Some Worcestershire sauce, and then some ketchup and mustard. Oh yeah! I also like to add a little hot sauce to kick it up a notch. Hot sauce is optional. Now some people actually add some brown sugar to this as well, but I always found that the ketchup usually has a lot of sugar to start with, so I don't add the brown sugar because it'll make it a little too sweet for me. Then you're going to just mix all this together. And that's why they call it a Sloppy Joe. Basically like a hamburger that's all sloppy. Alright, now that the Sloppy Joes are done, step one, put some bread on the plate. Sloppy Joe on top of said bread. And then I'm gonna get the French fries. Now the French fries didn't come out quite as good as I want, as crispy as I wanted to, because I made them in the oven instead of a deep fryer. But if you have a deep fryer, I would definitely recommend cooking them in a deep fryer instead. And there you have it. Sloppy Joes, Sloppy Joes, Sloppy Joes, Sloppy Joe. You've had Sloppy Joes before as a kid, right? Yeah. So you like this?
Sloppy Joes.
Now Aku here is an Argentine. He's never heard of this or had it before. How would you say deconstructed in like in terms of culinary in Spanish here?
Deconstructed?
Yeah, do they have a word for that in Spanish?
Una hamburguesa desarmada. Es una hamburguesa desarmada.
So it's got ground beef, ketchup, mustard, garlic, onions, red peppers, salt and pepper.
This is nice, man.
So good.
Yeah, it is.
Whoa. Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Try some, Dustin. How is it?
Navy beans, navy beans, navy.
Oh yeah, navy beans. Hoagies. It goes hoagies and gogies and sliders. Is it hoagies and sliders?
Hoagies and grinders.
Hoagies and grinders. Hoagies and grinders. Navy beans. Navy beans.
Hoagies and grinders, navy beans, meatloaf sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe, sloppy Joe,
Touch it with your hands.
sloppy Joe,
Holy crap.
sloppy Joe, you got.
That's why I call it sloppy jokes. It's very sloppy.
I think I got it.
I used to love these growing up though. They're so good. And there you have it. That's how you make sloppy joes. I'll put the recipe that I used in the description below, so if you want to make them yourself, go ahead. We're gonna just follow along with this video.
Agua and I are like cutting our food like very like neatly and nicely and eating like normal human beings and not being savages. And Nihill over here
Dustin's plate.
looks like he literally just
Aku's plate.
like it looks what's left is just like
Nihil's
the
plate.
droppings.
Nihil's beard, if there's any food in the beard. Thank you for watching me cook some sloppy joes for you guys. Ciao.